I love Pokemon games. Pokemon has been my favorite series of video games and cartoon since I was at least 5 years old. I remember my first Pokemon game being Pokemon Red. I had a friend who allowed me to borrow it, and I thought that Pikachu could beat Onix. I was wrong. Pokemon has been running with the same formula since the 90s. With new installment having Pokemon trainers starting a new region, choosing their starter, fighting new baddies, fighting new gyms, even bringing new types at some point. The overall goal was always the same: Pokemon League champion. It's been a linear style that's worked literally since the 90s. It's crazy that this Pokemon series and this style of game has worked for so long, and they haven't had that many complaints about it. But sometimes Nintendo and Game Freak aren't afraid to change that formula. Games like Pokemon Snap, where you were allowed to take pictures of Pokemon and there was no battling, you just threw like fruit at them, was amazing for the time. Pokemon Stadium, which was literally just a battle simulator where you could just fight gyms, fight the stadium battles, earn trophies, and at the end, fight Mewtwo. Pokemon Unite, which is a brand new MOBA-esque game, but just Pokemon IP related, is crazy fun. And then you have things like Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, where you literally become a Pokemon, go through dungeons, and just enjoy yourself being a Pokemon. It's incredible. And all of those games have proven that Pokemon and Game Freak and Nintendo can switch things up and it can still be incredibly successful. And that brings us here. When Pokemon Legends Arceus was announced, many thought this game would be a true open world experience. It's something that the Pokemon community has been craving for years, and it's something that we thought we got. Unfortunately, what we got was something close to being an open world game, but not quite there. Pokemon Legends Arceus allows you to explore across the land, searching far and wide, with a few restrictions. As soon as you get to Jubilee Village, this is when the game really starts. You're going to learn how to make items, you're going to learn about the new battling system, and it's really, really cool. Being able to create Pokeballs, potions, revives, anything and everything is so awesome. I found myself trying to collect so many different items, I kind of forgot what game I was playing sometimes. It was actually really crazy that I could spend hours just searching for little leaves and throwing my Pokemon at rocks and just acquiring ore, just for Pokeballs. It was crazy. And honestly, if this game was just that, I wouldn't hate it. So we talked about items, and I want to talk about the new battling system. They revamped it a bit just to add 2 techniques. So you have Strong Style and Agile Style. Strong Style basically increases your move. It makes it stronger, but you'll be slower next time around when it comes to your turn to fight. Agile Style makes your move weaker, but you'll get to go again quicker. I found myself always trying to pick which one would be better. Sometimes I'd go for strong, sometimes I'd go for agile, but I always lean towards strong just because who doesn't want to hit harder? You know, like it just made sense. You always want to hit harder. But I'm not going to lie to you. In some of those boss battles, there were times I was like, I should have picked agile style. Overall, I really liked the mechanic that they added to the game. I thought it was something brand new. I thought it was something very interesting because it gave you a kind of bit of like almost like a strategy above strategies. You know what I mean? Like before you would, I'm going to click Ember. I'm going to click Thunderbolt. Click Quick Attack. You could click all those things and that was it. Adding 2 styles to it, I think made it really cool. Sometimes you had to really, like, do I really want to do an agile Ember? Just so you could hit harder the next time? Overall, I just thought it was a really interesting thing. Pokemon games have never done something like this before. Sure, we've had like Z moves, we've had Megas, there's always a gimmick, and this is one of the gimmicks of Pokemon Legends Arceus. I just thought it was really cool that this was the new gimmick. I felt like affected the battle system, and I'm curious if they'll use it again in the future. Generation 9's upon us, and I'm curious if this is just the style they'll go. And even though this game had a new battling system, creating stuff, searching, I think one of the really awesome things that they added to this game was the 2 mechanics to catching Pokemon. So of course you had the regular mechanic, you can get into a battle, you can lower their HP, you can capture them. Easy enough, that's been the thing for 20 years. However, the new mechanic of being able to just scour around the areas looking for Pokemon, just dilly-dallying, maybe you got a family of Pokemon in the corner over there, and you can just sneak up on them and throw Pokeballs at them and catch them. I'm not gonna lie, it was really satisfying. It was really satisfying that the Pokemon could get angry and attack you, and you'd have to dodge properly, and it brought a little bit of skill into catching Pokemon. I also thought it was really cool that you didn't have to necessarily battle Pokemon in order to catch them. I found myself so many times finding alpha Pokemon in the wild, especially an alpha Scyther. I spent so long hiding behind a tree, waiting for it to turn its back, just so I can throw a ball at it and pray and hope I could catch it. Sometimes it worked, other times it didn't, but overall I really love the mechanic. I think it's so cool, and it's really a step up from Sword and Shield, just how they did stuff. I didn't really like Sword and Shield. I don't think many people like Sword and Shield. I think Legends Arceus did a great job with this, and I'm curious, with Generation 9 coming, how is the catching system going to be? Hopefully, they take a little bit of lessons from this game. Even though I've been talking about all the stuff I've really enjoyed about this game, there were definitely stuff I didn't like. I didn't like the glitch I ran into. I threw a Pokeball way too close to a tree, my Pokemon never got out of its Pokeball, and he got stuck. So, I'm down to Pikachu, and I'm figuring, okay, maybe I can get around this? I went into a battle, tried to throw out Pikachu, and my game froze. And I was stuck in that state, and I had to restart. Luckily, I had autosave on, or I think I regularly saved. Luckily, I had a save. That was the most important thing, because I could have wasted a lot of hours just to get back to that. That was a little bit disappointing. This was something that was overlooked, and I understand glitches happen and all that, but being able to throw a Pokeball so close shouldn't trap you like that. You know, maybe that's crazy. I don't know. But overall, that was the only glitch I ran into, luckily. But you know, it's something that I shouldn't have run into. But you know, it only happened once, and I've been pretty cautious every time after that, so it hasn't been too bad. And the other main issue I had with this game was that even though the areas were so beautiful, don't get me wrong, they were beautiful places. They were gorgeous, very bright. Sometimes they just felt empty. And that kind of made me sad. I would be scouring around, just traveling, you know, using that weird deer Pokemon that you got to use now to walk around faster, and everything was so empty. It almost felt like I was playing a Fallout game. I was just walking through the desert, and there was nothing to do. The only difference is I didn't have a gun in this game. I wasn't a really big fan of just how empty it felt sometimes, and maybe that's why they didn't go with a full, wide-open game. Let me know what glitches you guys ran into. I know searching online there were a few out there. I want to know, did you run into any glitches? Overall, I really enjoyed this game. I think it's a welcome installment in the Pokemon library of games, and even though it's not my favorite Pokemon game ever, I'd give it a solid top 5. I think it was really fun. It was frustrating at times, of course, what Pokemon game isn't? But overall, it was a really new, fresh take, and it's a type of game that Pokemon has been needing for a long time. If you haven't played this game yet, I think you need to play it. I think if you're a Pokemon fan, you need to give this game a shot. 100%. I want to thank you guys so much for watching this video. This is a video I've been working on for a little bit. It's something kind of new I haven't done on my channel, but overall I want to see what I could do if I made a little bit of a review, you know what I'm saying? Like, we've been doing a lot of different stuff on this channel. I'm not sure if I'll do reviews again, but overall I think this was a good experiment just to see if I liked this type of video and if you like this type of video. If you did, let me know in the comment section below. A nice little comment, a like, you know, a subscription. They always go a long way, and it tells me that I'm doing something right. Thank you so much for watching. Take it easy. You can never forget that. And have a good one. Peace.